Don't you think this is starting to wear on me? You've been raining down like hail. I'm weak. I have tried to give you my soul, but you can't love something you own. It's too late to repair what we made. What can I do? Time flashed by and I woke up on the other side of the moon.
G'day everybody and welcome to my channel. You got me in stitches. I'm Anna. I hope everybody is having a really good week. I'm coming in at you guys today with sewing makes, one pattern, 3 tops with 3 different fabrics. How do they all get on? Righto, here's my cup of tea, and the pattern that I'm going to show and tell about is the Friday pattern, the square neck top, which is this one here. So the 3 makes, one is on the mannequin there, the top I made first, the one that I am wearing I made second, and the one on my lap I made third. All identical tops, just in different fabrics, and I will talk through with my journey with this pattern. Now it says easy and for knit tops. Now, you know, I'm a little bit of a rebel, I like to play things up a little bit regarding fabrics. So the one on the mannequin there, that is not a knit fabric. No. So I thought I would go for 100% cotton, and it has these really lovely wales on, and it worked fantastically. The only adjustments I made was I added 2 inches. So when you see it, the steels at the end, the reason I did that is because I'm tall. There is no way. If you look at this on the pattern there, you can see with the model, it comes up pretty high on her, and gone are the days where I guess I show my tummy off. No, not a good look. And it's kind of, I perhaps would have gone for as is out of the pattern if I was going to wear pants that were high-waisted, but because this is a relatively simple top to sew and kind of an everyday top, no. If I'm going to wear this a lot, I want to be comfortable, so I added 2 inches, and I think those 2 inches was enough. And for modesty, I don't want scandalous pictures or anything like that. Again, really love the square neckline, and it's not very often that you see many patterns with the neckline with the square, and I do really like square necklines. And yeah, so again, please, if you know of any patterns, please put them in the comments below. Whether it doesn't have to be just tees, it could be dresses or anything like that. But yeah, I do like a square neckline, and it has a facing. So all these tops I haven't deviated apart from just adding those 2 inches. So the one on the mannequin and the one I'm wearing, this one's 100% cotton with the wales, as I just said. The one that I'm wearing is a mix, a Carly that was a great start, wasn't it? Poly cotton mix. And again, fun fabric. I'll show you, come a little bit closer. You can see it has sewing themed print going on there, and yeah, why not? And it's light, great for warmer days and things like that. And the one on my lap has toucans on, which is here. I'll show you the reverse of the fabric. which is there. I try and, there you go. You can see it's just kind of an off-white. It's got a grey pigmentation to the white and little bit of stitch going on there both ways, and obviously doing a neckline that comes down quite a bit, but again still modest. I made sure that it was stabilised so it wouldn't stretch out too much. But it's funny, although I made this one just a little bit smaller, the neckline still comes up just that little tiny bit larger. Now the one on the mannequin I sewed on the sewing machine first and then went over and serged throughout. The top that I'm wearing and the jersey knit fabric here I just serged throughout and then just did a zigzag stitch for the hem, and I just folded over, so I'll show you on this one. So again there you can see I have serged throughout there and just folded over and did a zigzag, which is here. Hope you can see that alright. I know the light's coming through a little bit there. And show you guys the facing. It does need another press because I folded it up, and unfortunately it's folded in a way that it's kind of poking out a little bit. So there we go. There's the facing. I may, you can see this there, it's just a little bit coming up, so I may just put a stitch in there just to hold that down. But along where the shoulder is there, I stitched in the ditch along there, so then this can stay down. And now correct me if I'm wrong, is this where the sleeve, it's all in one in the pattern? Is that what they call a dolman sleeve? I don't know if I can show you guys better. So that's the sleeve, and then that is one entire pattern piece. So the front and the back is just the pattern piece, so you have two pieces, and then obviously you have the front and back neck facings. Yeah, so as the pattern said, really quick make and pretty versatile if you are kind of new to sewing and things like that and you want something relatively easily put together. I think this is a winner and definitely a keeper. This pattern has no fastenings whatsoever, so no zippers, no buttons, no hook and bars, nothing like that. Pretty straightforward. It does have two darts, so two bust darts there, and that is pretty it for the shaping of the tops. Also with the facing, I understitched on all three T's to help obviously keep it when it's folded back in on itself, to help it lay a little bit flatter, and that has worked really well. And yeah, so again, one top but made 3 times in 3 different fabrics, and they work. So 100% cotton, poly cotton and a jersey, and I think they came out really well. I think it's good sometimes to experiment with different fabrics just to see how they work, as much as sometimes patterns have recommendations for things that they feel work with their designs. Sometimes you just gotta go out the box and play it out a little bit and see what happens, and these 3 tops are a success. If you guys have this pattern, let me know how you got along with it, if you have made it, or maybe seeing this, it's given you an idea to make it. And although I haven't been sewing very much because of my machine and with the belt slipping, it did take me a lot longer, and I think also that's why I decided to make this one through the serger, because my serger's fine, and again relatively quick make, and I do have another make on the go. It's a vintage pendant. I haven't finished it, and to be fair, I don't usually like showing garments that I haven't really completed and finished yet. Maybe if I've not finished maybe one or two small things, but yeah, I've got hemming to do. I've got to, I'm not going to give too much away, I've got to do a little bit of hand stitching and attachments of two things. Yeah, so that was going to make the video today, but as it's Sunday, it's a bit of a slumber Sunday, and with everything going on, I'm just kind of not in the mindset of finishing that off. So hopefully maybe later today, or possibly pick it up tomorrow. I've been enjoying Sian from Kittenish Behaviour because she's currently having her live video, so if you guys enjoy Sian's channel, please go over there, and it's great catching up with everybody and chatting on there, and it helps with everything going on at the moment, a little bit of socialising, interacting and everything like that. So I hope you guys are okay. Let me know what you have been up to. Have you managed to get more sewing time and or whatever your craft is? Have you managed to get that in with everything that's going on at the moment? And yeah, so don't want to say too much. A quick little story the other day. It was really pretty upsetting. So I had to go to the grocery store, and the cashier, she was really rude, to be fair. I hadn't been to that particular grocery store for a little while, and she bit my head off, and usually I do kind of bite back within reason. I thought I'm just going to let it go, really unprofessional. And then her colleague came over, and they were just in front of me whilst I was just putting the last couple of items in my bag, and they were just really rude about the customers. I kind of get everything going on at the moment, and it's making people's heightened and a little bit frustrated, but you know what, at the end of the day there's a way to adopt good mannerisms and professionalism. You shouldn't be dissing customers in front of a customer. Then I went to the other grocery store, and there's some fresh bakery there, and there was this old guy, and I'm not kidding you, I was just about to tell him, please can you use the little tongs to pick up the fresh produce there, and the stores guy saw and kind of shouted over to the gentleman and said, excuse me sir, can you use the tongs provided and not your hands? And he just looked at him in a really like flippant demeanour, and then put his head down, shook his head and just started laughing. And I thought, he's probably in his 70s, he's really tall, and it's almost like he just didn't seem to care or take on the seriousness of the situation. And it kind of makes you feel, you know what, it's kind of not fair on everybody with that sort of next attitude. But yeah, that was really upsetting to see that. But apart from that, I haven't seen too much, and I kind of don't want to, because yeah, sometimes there's some really mean people in the world, and they really are inconsiderate, aren't they? You know who they are, and you know what it's like, and yeah, we just carry on. But it did tick me off a little bit because it was really unnecessary, but there we go. But I came back and put my groceries away, had a good clean up, and then just did a little bit more sewing. And also we've been having some really lovely sunny days, although very windy, and it's really good to sit out in the garden. And I'm very fortunate, and I'm so grateful that I currently reside in an area where I have an outdoors area where I can go, and there is wildlife and nature and things like that. And you guys know I love my photography and everything. I think I was born with a camera and it's just been fantastic. Excuse me, it's just been fantastic. And yeah, because obviously it's kind of springtime now, so nature's kind of doing springtime things and pairing up, and it's just fascinating to see that. And yeah, also I think the earth has had a little bit of a respite and everything, and it's feeling whilst everybody is away, all the earthlings and humanoids are out the way, Earth is kind of like, makes you wonder sometimes if it's like, it's been so ticked off with the way we treat it, and it's like, yeah, I think it's a little bit of payback now. But it's just lovely to see nature doing its thing and Earth to be able to take a little bit of a breather. But yeah, so I might put a little bit of footage just at the end. I know some of you guys really enjoy that. Again, if you don't, that's fine, skip that. And it's just really lovely to kind of, at the moment, come out of that zone and just look at something. I know one of my viewers, she really enjoys seeing my little nature and everything, because if you live in an area where you don't have a garden or a yard or anything like that, it's really pleasing and calming to see things like that, watch things. So, but yeah, okay guys, that is it for today. There might be, I have been contemplating whether to do a few extra little videos. I've been adding to my list little ideas. I might do maybe a tip time Tuesday or something. I have a few ideas for that, just a couple of little short videos each Tuesday, and I'll see how I go and see what I can do, because obviously my machine and everything with the build being a little bit problematic, and also at the moment I don't have the finances to fix that, and also I can't go out and fix it anyway even if I could. So yeah, righto, let me know what you've been up to, how are you and everything like that. And again, thank you so much for your time, for watching and commenting and everything like that. You know I find that really, really enjoyable, interacting with you guys, and appreciate your time, which is really valuable. So, and you watch my video, it's like, wow. And also I would like to have a nice warm special welcome to the new subscribers. Introduce yourself, say hi, and let me know what your craft is and what you have on your sewing table. Righto guys, you take care, have a really good week, and thank you so much for watching.